Hey everyone, let's dive into how you can use Neo for your AI/ML tasks. Today we are going to do a quick walkthrough of how you can install Neo, set it up, and then use it for your AI/ML tasks. So the first thing is when you are in your VS Code, you can install Neo from VS Code Marketplace by searching for Neo and then installing. Once you have it installed, you should see it on a sidebar. I placed it on my right side, but you would see it over here as well if you have installed it correctly. After that, when you open Neo Agent, if you are already logged in, you would land on this web page. Otherwise, it will ask you to log in into your account. Then it is asking me to create or open a workspace. A workspace is specifically a project directory in which Neo will write and execute code for you. So let me open up one of the projects that I want to show in this recording. Right. So as we are in our project directory, I have a file over here, prompt.md. So prompt.md specifically is a prompt that I had created some time back, which represents agent creation architect. It's a sample prompt with some context about what the LLM should do. And the task that I want to display right now is how I can ask Neo to optimize this prompt for me by running experiments and iterating over it and ensuring that it works as expected for my particular task. So over here, there are a lot of directives about create anti-hallucination directives, grounded versus hallucinated behavior examples. All this context is helpful for the LLM to decide and act accordingly. So coming back to Neo's environment, now it doesn't show me that select a workspace because I'm right now in the workspace, and it is also showing me the actual workspace where it will be working. Uh, So in order to work on this task, I need to give access of OpenRouter to Neo so that Neo can use an LLM to iterate upon using this prompt and optimize this prompt for that particular model. So I can go to integrations, I can click add integration, I can choose OpenRouter. I can also basically use any OpenAI or Anthropic model for this particular task, but I wanted to keep it open-ended, so I'll just choose OpenRouter and then enter API key manually. I'll just copy my key and paste it over here. Save integration. So I have my key registered and Neo can refer to this whenever it is going to use any LLM from OpenRouter for this task as I would specify right now. So my task goes like this, like I have my prompt in prompt.md. I want you to iterate and improve upon this prompt by running multiple targeted tasks, and I would like you to use Qwen 3.5 27 billion model from OpenRouter. So Neo understands already that my OpenRouter key is present in the integrations, so it will refer that key when I've specified that it must use this particular LLM from OpenRouter. I could have used any other LLM also, but I want to iterate and optimize for this particular LLM. So experimentation and uh, improve the prompt and provide me a final evaluation report. Then I hit enter. The Neo works as a chat agent. I can guide its behavior, I can interact with it, and I can provide it tasks through a prompt-based workflow. So it has already started working. It is reading the file that I have over here. I'll just close this file. And I can see the progress, like it runs the commands in these .temp directories right in my project workspace. Uh, we also have a pause option over here through which you can basically pause the ongoing execution. If you would like to provide some feedback mid-execution, then this particular functionality is really helpful. Auto mode is basically when Neo would you want Neo to iterate completely autonomously in a sense that it should never ask you for any permission until it is done with the work. Usually, this is great when you are running experiments overnight, or you are not available, but you want Neo to act autonomously without your approval. And in the integrations, just let me just show you a few more supported integrations. For example, AWS S3, if you want to pull some data sets from S3 or files or any particular model file also, Neo can work on them. Weights and biases for tracking ML experiments. Hugging Face for maybe uploading or downloading models or datasets from Hugging Face Hub. Kaggle again for datasets and models and notebooks also. If you want to raise PRs to your private repositories, you can connect with your GitHub keys. OpenRouter, OpenAI, and Anthropic are, as I mentioned earlier, for LLM-based tasks. Great for enabling Neo to work on specific projects where you want custom experimentation, evaluation, or analysis, or maybe comparison between multiple LLMs as well. So, based on this, as this was not in autonomous mode, Neo generated a plan ahead of time and asked me for my approval. So, it has developed this plan that the goal is iteratively improve your agent creation architect prompt using Qwen 3.527 billion from OpenRouter. Baseline testing, run your current prompt on five diverse test scenarios, create four variations targeting specific improvements, systemic evaluation, synthesis, and final reporting. So I can actually go into plans and open the plan.md, and this is a complete, uh, a very big plan. I can go through this. If I want certain changes, I can ask Neo to first fix the plan. There are some issues. The approach is incorrect, or I can just say go ahead. And then it starts the iterative experimentation. It will run through this plan as a step-by-step course, and it helps it stick on the path, ensures that there are less hallucinations in Neo's responses as well. And one more interesting thing is this, like Neo has a capability to ground itself properly. It verified the model ID from OpenRouter. As you would see, it is not actually hallucinating here. A lot of the agents hallucinate on this aspect that they don't grab the right context which is required for this particular task. And Neo is able to run through the task properly by first verifying what resources are required. So it is now reading the baseline prompt. You would see the iterative experimentation, all the logs of executions over here. Now you can see we have a plan in front of us. So this is more like a to-do based on its initial plan and based on the recent exploration. Uh, Baseline testing, create four prompt variations, test all variations, very close to the plan itself, but may have added a few more quirks to it, which might have been missing as per its understanding. And evaluate and compare results, synthesize final optimized prompt, generate comparative comprehensive evaluation report. And I can just close this plan. So maybe we can wait for a few minutes before it gets the task completed. So we are back, and now Neo has completed its task of optimizing this prompt for me. Here's a some quick summary of what was accomplished by Neo. The iterative prompt improvement experimentation has been successfully completed. What was accomplished? Baseline testing tested your original prompt on five diverse scenarios. All five produced valid JSON outputs. Four prompt variations created. So it created multiple variations of the same base prompt, and that included some difference of context here and there, like condensed, reduce the verbosity, enhanced examples, format, and enforcement. Based on all these variations, it ran all of them across same five scenarios, so in total 20 tests. Then produced evaluation, scoring metrics, format adherence, anti-hallucination, compliance, clarity, completeness, and example quality. So we can actually look at this example metrics. As you can see, V1 condensed baseline, it has performed analysis and evaluation of all four of the variations compared to baseline and what was good or bad in all of them. Key findings: best format adherence, best example quality, best completeness, and recommendations. So it generated all of this as an evaluation out of the variation the prompts testing. Final prompt synthesis combined best elements from V2 plus V4 into optimized prompt and updated. So actually, this is now that we have is a final optimized prompt that came out as uh, an outcome of the experimentation that Neo performed, and what it felt was working, and it rejected what was not working. So evaluation report, it actually developed a evaluation report for me. So I can go through this complete check, methodology, the scenarios, prompt variations tested. So yeah, this is a fully autonomous uh, evaluation experimentation, iterative experimentation across multiple prompts, and ultimately delivering me a highly optimized prompt for my use case, which is for me, this was a prompt that can help and use an LLM can use to build agents. And it is also suggesting that future iterations we can work on optimization of tokens, domain-specific variations, dynamic example selection, cost monitoring, and the final optimized prompt achieved a 21.7% improvement over baseline. So a major improvement compared to the baseline, uh, and all of this without me having to look at the prompt at all. And I can just simply plug it in into my main production pipeline if I'm satisfied. I can also reproduce the results. So it has provided me the commands of how I can run the test script. So I developed this Python script. I can run this script to evaluate all the various prompts across various test scenarios and get an evaluation done uh, on the same. Right. So this is a complete summary of how Neo autonomously optimized my prompt and accomplished 22%, almost 22% improvement compared to the baseline. Thank you.